Hello, YouTube. How y'all doing today? I hope you're doing very well. Tonight is Friday night. We got a lot to cover. There's so much going on for Trump not having the right things to actually build the ballroom, and the court has put a stop to everything he's doing, per se, to him building his ballroom because it's illegal. From Melania Trump not having nice things to say about Christmas for the children. Also, more on the Epstein files. New things have been released. Yes, they have been released. So, MAGA, what you got to say about that? Hit that like button as you are coming in. Please hit the like button right now, beautiful kings and queens. We're going to hear something about Pam Bundy because Trump's DOJ, which is Pam Bundy, she has been exposed. And Trump just may be mad with you, Pam Bundy. Hello, King Allen. How you doing, my love? How are you? In my opinion, what's going on to us American people is that we aren't being governed. We are being looted by Donald Trump and his administration. They're taking advantage of us American taxpayers. We are being looted by Donald Trump and his goonies. That's what I'm talking about today. More about the Epstein photos. There's going to be different content creators that I'm going to share with you their point of view on what is going on with these new Epstein photos that have been released from Representative Summer Lee. We're going to watch something about what she has to say from Jasmine Crockett. And we're going to listen to Jess Craven. And it's just a lot going on. But I'm going to tell you who's not in the Epstein files that y'all just really don't like. These three particular people. VP Kamala Harris is not in the Epstein files. President Joe Biden is not in the Epstein files. No, baby. And President Barack Obama is not in the Epstein files. But who's in the Epstein files? I can't hear you, MAGA. Who is in the Epstein files? Tell me, who is in the Epstein files, MAGA? Donald Trump is all over the Epstein files. And this is what I'm loving about his estate. They're releasing everything since Pam Bundy and Cash Patel and old Donny boy don't want to release the files after the court has told them to release the files. That Epstein estate is releasing everything but Epstein at this point. Because if they could, they would deliver him to us too, because we're going to take you down, Donald Trump. Donald Trump, the nasty boy. There's even something that says Trump condoms. Who will want condoms from a man that a porn star said his thing was so little? So what's the use of you having condoms, Donnie, when you can't do nothing but tickle somebody? Ain't like you're going to get up in there. And Trump's East Wing demolition was illegal. New lawsuit claims, and the judge said stop. No further with his ballroom claims that he's going to be doing. Trump is confronted by a black reporter over the Epstein photos. Trump wants us to shut up about this Epstein situation, but Trump, we will never stop talking about the Epstein situation. It's not happening because I'm going to be talking about it more than anything. I'm going to give y'all some of the other news that is happening in our country, but our focus will always be the Epstein files. Always will be the Epstein files because Donnie got to go. I don't care how he go. He has to go. Voting is just like driving. If you want to go backwards, choose R. If you want to go forward, choose D. Republicans are what R? Democrats are D. I'm going to read this to you again. Voting is just like driving. If you want to go backwards in life, choose R. If you want to go forward in life, choose D. But MAGA continues to choose R because they love going backwards in life. They want to take my people back to slavery. It won't work. We will lay you out in so many ways. It would not work. If MAGA only had a brain. The Caribbean other lobbies were unnecessary. Trump just proved it. If we can cease all tankers, why did 80 people have to be unalived? Yes, they unalived 80 people. Trump and Pete Hegseth did. But it was always about stealing the oil because Donald Trump and Pete are thieves. It ain't a thief. It's being a thief. You stole it. And that's what you're teaching these young kids that's looking at you, Donnie boy, that it's okay to steal. Donald Trump is a criminal. We cannot expect anything greater from a man that's a criminal. He has 34 felonies and he's a nasty man. He like to grab them by the PUSSY. What a disgrace to young people to look up to. So we're going to be going on and getting started. I'm going to read off a couple of things that's pertain to Pam Bundy because she's not innocent in this situation at all. So this is what I have. Number one, fall 2013, Florida Attorney General Pam Bundy announced a fraud investigation into Trump University. Hey, how y'all doing? I love you. I love you all. Number two, a few days later, the Trump Foundation gave $25,000 to a Pam Bundy re-elect group. Number three, then Pam Bundy then announced she would not investigate Trump University anymore. Number four, it is illegal for tax-exempt charities to engage in political activity, and Trump paid a $2,500 fine for that. So he had to pay a $2,500 fine for giving Pam Bundy the $25,000 for a re-elect group. Because remember, she was investigating his university, but when he gave that money, she decided to drop the investigation. Donnie and Pam go way back. That was 2013. Number five, a Bundy advisor said Bundy had solicited the contribution. If done as a quid pro quo, that would be illegal. Trump and daughter Ivanka each personally donated $500 to Bundy's campaign. In spring 2014, Trump and Ivanka donated $125,000 to the Florida GOP, which helped Bundy's campaign. Now y'all see where I was going. Trump rented out Mar-a-Lago to Bundy at a nearly $135,000 discount for a fundraiser where he was a special guest. Bundy spoke at the Republican National Convention in support of Trump. See, these two been in cahoots a long time. It's quid pro quo. And this is why she is Attorney General. One moment, please. So now we get to Trump DOJ exposed. How corrupt is Pam Bundy? Pam, Trump is mad at you, boo. Hold on, y'all. Got something for you.
We just got breaking news that shows just how corrupt and incompetent Trump's DOJ is. For the second time in less than 2 weeks, the Trump administration has failed to get an indictment against Letitia James for mortgage fraud from a grand jury. But that's not the craziest part. Any competent DOJ secures a grand jury indictment 99.5% of the time. The odds of 2 different grand juries refusing to indict are 1 in 40,000. We just got breaking news that shows just how corrupt and incompetent Trump's DOJ is.
That's not the only thing she's corrupted with. She knew about Epstein. She knew. So we're going to delve into the Epstein files right quick, okay?
Happened moments ago, and we're about to see a lot more Epstein files. You might remember this guy, Alex Acosta, Trump's former labor secretary. In 2006, he had Epstein grand jury materials hidden. Now, thanks to Ro Khanna, Thomas Massie, and the Epstein Files Transparency Act, a U.S. district judge just ruled that all of those files from 2006 must be unsealed. Trump can't be very happy about this. This just happened moments ago, and we're about to see a lot more Epstein files. You might remember this guy, Alex Acosta, Trump's former labor secretary. In 2006, he had Epstein grand jury materials hidden. Now, thanks to Ro Khanna, Thomas Massie, and the Epstein Files Transparency Act, a U.S. district judge just ruled that all of those files from 2006 must be unsealed. Trump can't be very happy about this. This just happened moments ago, and we're about to see a lot more.
Trump is not happy about it. He's pretending that he's not affected with the new things that have been released with the Epstein files. One moment, please. I'm going to find the actual video of the reporter asking Donald Trump about the Epstein files. But first, we're going to listen to Josh, the progressive, give his point of view on the reporter questioning Donald Trump about the Epstein files. But before I show you, you guys, that please hit that like button, okay? Hit the like button right now.
Reporter in the White House just confronted Trump about the brand new photos that were released of him and Jeffrey Epstein, and Trump says he knows nothing about it. Take a look at this.
There were new Epstein photos released today showing you and also Bill Clinton, Steve Bannon. What were your reaction to those new photos that were released?
Well, I haven't seen it, but I mean, everybody knew this man. He was all over Palm Beach. His photos with everybody. I mean, almost there are hundreds and hundreds of people that have photos with him. So that's no big deal. I know nothing about it.
Oh, really, bro? You know nothing about it? What about this photo right here? What about this photo right here? How about this one right here? Do you know anything about this memory? Trump has amazingly been able to get away with a lot of shit, but this has to be the thing that finally brings him down. I mean, how can you deny all of this evidence? I mean, everywhere you look, you see Trump with Epstein. You see Trump clearly guilty of something going on here. You can tell he's panicking too by how quickly he wants to move on to the next question. A reporter in the White House
he just like brushed her off. Of course he'll do that to a woman. Of course he'll do it to a black woman. But hey, more on Trump with the news reporter. So Epstein, Trump acts like it's no big deal. First, he claims he doesn't know him. Then he says that he stopped being friends with Epstein in 2007. But Epstein had Thanksgiving with Trump at Mar-a-Lago in 2017. Bubba Goatthroat, make up your mind. Which one is it? Which one is it, Bubba Goatthroat? Say. The goat head giver, which one is it? Because Bubba and inquiring minds want to know. Which one is it?
New Epstein photos released today showing you and also Bill Clinton, Steve Bannon. What were your reaction to those new photos that were released?
Well, I haven't seen it, but I mean, everybody knew this man. He was all over Palm Beach. His photos with everybody. I mean, almost there are hundreds and hundreds of people that have photos with him. So that's no big deal. I know nothing about it.
He know nothing about it. But you're all in the photos. There's condoms at Jeffrey Epstein's estate with your face on it, Donnie. So you know nothing about it. All right. Epstein lives on because the more Trump and his administration lies, the more the truth is being revealed.
We're waking up this morning to some new photos being dropped by the Oversight Committee out of the Epstein list. And we're going to be starting off strong with this one right here. I'm huge. Trump condoms. I don't know what to say about this, but let's move on. Right here we have Donald Trump pictured next to a bunch of the Epstein victims. Their faces are blurred out for their protection, obviously, but all right, okay. Right here, this is a photo of Steve Bannon at Epstein's desk. And this is a photo of Steve Bannon taking a selfie with Epstein. So Steve Bannon is probably going to get a lot of backlash in the next coming hours. And then, of course, we have this photo of Bill Clinton and Epstein, some other people, right? And before you say, well, see, yeah, it was all Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton is the catalyst for this whole thing. It's all the Democrats' fault. Before you Republicans say something like that, just know that we know that Bill Clinton is on the list, and we also want him taken down and prosecuted, okay? This is a universal thing. Difference is we want Bill Clinton to go down. You guys deny Trump had any involvement, even when you see these pictures, right? And then continuing on, of course, we have some infamous Bill Gates and Epstein pictures because, of course, all of these just rich decided to join in on this together. My name is Mercedes Chandler. Give me a follow. You want to see my face again? Thank you. Goodbye. So we're waking up this morning.
Everything I show is fair use, great for entertainment purpose, great for educational purposes, and great for research purposes. We are doing what? We are doing research. We do it every time we come on my channel, okay? And every now and then, I like to throw some comedy in there because we got to have a good time. We just can't get our brains filled with these crazy Republicans and maggots. We got to laugh sometimes. So I like to make you laugh. I'm going to take a sip of water and I'm going to shout some of you out, okay? TRJDBL says Trantifa. I don't know what you're talking about. Lebo says, why you portrayed NATO? I have no idea what you're talking about. Why I betrayed NATO? Kick rocks. Postseason, Ellie says, you call this research? Yes, I do, but I call your mama a bitch. Take it all the way down your throat. You throat goat. Running your D-suckers. Della Gautier Railways. I can't remember. Never mind. Anyway, did you do it yet? I don't know what you're talking about. James says, yawn, move on. Well, yawn and move on and sticks under your throat, just like Donald Trump did, because you know how y'all boys are. You like to fondle stuff down your throat. You the head giver. Okay. Bruce says Kamala couldn't lead a lemonade stand, but she was the attorney general and she was vice president and she was the one really running that White House when Biden was there. While Donald Trump is effing up our entire lives. Take that and suck on it. Surfboard says, are you a man? Is your daddy a man? No, because he likes to lick. I was going to say something really mean. He likes to lick Donald Trump's behind. How about that? Well, if I'm a man, I'm a beautiful man that shown up birthed a daughter. I have a daughter that's 33 years old and beautiful. She came out of my beautiful flower. You just mad because you a man and you don't have a vagina. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. Your hair don't grow out of your scalp like it grows out of my scalp. Don't blame me. I got real boobs and you don't. Don't blame me. I got a real vagina and you don't have one. God gave me my vagina, baby, and it's beautiful. And my beautiful daughter came outside of it. I pushed her out from my womb. Don't get mad at me because I got a womb and you don't have one. That's not my fault. I was born with this, baby. Moving along. Kirk says, where was all this energy with Biden? Let me tell you something. Biden didn't put us in the jam. We are in a recession and your fat man up in the Oval Office look like an orange would not tell y'all the truth. We're in a recession. So shut your damn mouth and suck a dick. You've been in practice since you was a kid, so you know all about it. Because that's what y'all do in the Caucasus Mountain. Handled 12U. Called a psychosis and social media lawsuit. Who's I don't know what you're talking about. Your mama got brain rot. Yes, they were heavily redacted because they couldn't show the young girls' faces. So, and I just got to respect that, y'all. I have to respect that. Their faces are redacted. Sorry. Pot season, Ellie. Your dad is behind is your sources because he been making you lick it. So he need to be locked up. You know how y'all are incest. Trailer park people are very incest. Mass 420, she has a PhD in whipping your ass. How about that? Try me if you want to. But anyway, we're going to be moving along. Alan, don't worry about removing them. Just keep my views up. It says some cuss words or something about SEX, then remove them. Just let the big dummies, because they come over here and want to say I look like a man, but they stand here admire my beauty. Okay, we shall move along, beautiful kings and queens. I got a little hot in here, so you got to excuse me. Because I'm a woman, we have menopause. Born woman. Just a moment, please. Ooh, I'm going to have to turn my air on, but it is cold outside. It's 40-something degrees outside, and I'm in here sweating. Menopause. One moment, y'all. I am a woman in menopause. Give me a moment. I'm sweating so bad. Bear with me. I am having a midlife crisis woman hormone thing right now. Okay, let's see what this is about, okay? Just a moment. So, Epstein files hidden by Trump's former labor secretary to be released. Hold on.
Happened moments ago, and we're about to see a lot more Epstein files. You might remember this guy, Alex Acosta, Trump's former labor secretary. In 2006, he had Epstein grand jury materials hidden. Now, thanks to Ro Khanna, Thomas Massie, and the Epstein Files Transparency Act, a U.S. district judge just ruled that all of those files from 2006 must be unsealed. Trump can't be very happy about this. This just happened moments ago, and we're about to see a lot more Epstein
Acosta,
files.
he's just as bad as Trump. Everybody in his administration and his attorneys, in my opinion, are just as bad as him because they uphold his wrongdoing. They will back this man no matter what. No matter if he has touched a kid or a boy, whatever, they're going to back him. We see this is what's happening from his administration. So Acosta is no different. He's not a good man. He's just like Donald Trump, a horrible man. One moment, please. How y'all doing tonight? So we're going to listen to, hold on. We're going to take a listen to what Jasmine Crockett has to say on this new evidence. I'm going to show you, then I'm going to read to you what she has said. This is from Jasmine Crockett. And as you can see, those are photos from the estate that released photos today. So this is what Jasmine Crockett has to say. She said, this is about truth and justice for victims and survivors. These subpoenaed photos from the Epstein estate are deeply disturbing and raise serious questions about who knew what and when, which is exactly why the files need to be released. The Epstein File Act is law. Trump can release them today, but he's not because he's scared. He don't want y'all to know that he's a fundler of little young ones, the nasty man is. So, Oversight Dems says, breaking. Oversight Dems received 95,000 new photos from the Epstein's estate. These disturbing images raise even more questions about Epstein and his relationships with some of the most powerful men in this world. Time to end the White House cover-up. Release the files. America wants those files released, but Donald Trump keep playing in our face. And what does he do? He'll start some kind of distraction to try to get us to stop talking about the Epstein files. The more he does distractions, the more I'm going to run my big black woman lips about the Epstein files. And I'm not going to stop no matter what y'all say in my chat. Just a moment, please. So now we're going to listen to something that Queen Summer Lee has to say, Representative Summer Lee has to say about these Epstein file release evidence today. She said, regardless of your party, title, or status, if you are responsible for abusing women and girls, we will hold you accountable. That is from Queen Summer Lee, Congresswoman. Trump needs to be held accountable. And the people that's helping him cover it up, Pam Bundy, Cash Patel, anybody that's involved in it, from Magic Mike Grinder, must be punished by law. It's that simple. They knew exactly what was going on, and they saw the Epstein files, and they spent time trying to redact Donald Trump completely out of it. Whitewashed it, bleached it. That's what Epstein brothers said. They had a company to bleach the Epstein files. One moment, please. Just a moment. So we're going to take a listen right now to Queen Jasmine Crockett, and I'm going to show a lot of stuff with her speaking because, you know, she's running for Senate of what? Texas. So she's going to speak about Trump exposing. Jasmine Crockett says, shreds Trump's exposing that half the bad guys he promised to deport have no record at all. His thuggish ICE agents are the real problem. They are thugs. A lot of the ICE agents have criminal records, but they want to say they are arresting criminals, but the people they are arresting not even criminals. Donald Trump is a criminal. Melania should be deported. Yeah.
I know someone promised that they would make America great. I am telling you that they are doing just the opposite. I am telling you that we are a land of immigrants. It is time to do immigration right. It is time to make sure that we live up to the promise of this country. The idea that someone ran and said that I will get rid of the bad guys, yet we know more than 50% of the people that are currently being detained in custody have no criminal records at all. Zero, nada. So tell me why you are taking those people out of their communities. They are our neighbors, they are our friends, and frankly, they contribute to the fabric of this country. They are what make this country great, not your thuggish ICE agents who literally are spitting on our Constitution, as well as everything that we think patriotism ought to be. So with that, I want you to know, whether you are in Los Angeles, whether you are in Chicago, whether you are in any city in North Carolina, let me be clear. Democrats, specifically on the Oversight Committee, we got your back. I want you to know that this is about doing what's right. This isn't right or left for us. This is right or wrong. And I am telling you right now, this administration is wrong.
Well, Donald Trump thinks his wrongs are always right. Donald Trump thinks his wrongs are always right. And that's why they have stopped his demolition on the White House. Donald Trump and his construction at the White House has been put to a stop. It is illegal what Donald Trump is doing. And I'm going to let someone speak on that right quick.
The White House. Trump has turned the White House into a construction disaster zone and is struggling to find an architect willing to finish the job. Now, I told you that there was a stall in the project. The entire thing started when Trump demolished the East Wing with no real plan, no public review, no respect for the fact that this is one of the most historically significant buildings in the country. And the relevance and the timing of all of this is that the total demolition has happened and the project now appears to be at a standstill. We have images of what's going on at the White House at this point in time. Trump has been insisting on building this 90,000 square foot ballroom that would be so big that it would dwarf the actual executive residence. And the architect that he had chosen, James McCrary II, said, this doesn't work. This doesn't work. In addition to the obvious, an addition is not supposed to overshadow the building that it's attached to. Trump didn't like hearing that, as he doesn't when somebody tells him no. And he said to McCrary, bye-bye, you are gone. So the project is now frozen. The East Wing has already been torn down. There is a construction pit next to the White House. Costs have gone from what was going to be 200 million, 250, 300 million. Now there's even talk of 325 or 350 million. And there is still, as of today, not a functioning, approved design for what they want to do. They tried to scramble to bring in a new architect from Washington, D.C. Doesn't fix the underlying problem, which is that Trump is demanding something that is physically unrealistic. He ignored every warning. He fired the one person who tried to stop this from becoming a disaster. And if the story sounds...
It's just a mess at the White House. That has never happened before to our White House. But since Donald Trump is there, he has destroyed the White House. He has been taking taxpayers' money, doing whatever he wants to do with the money. And he doesn't have that right. He doesn't have that right at all. He's a disaster. So Trump's East Wing demolition was illegal. New lawsuit claims. So this is from Alexandra, the AOC. Sorry, Alexandra Castillo. I can't pronounce her name. Anyway, the National Trust for Historic Preservation is suing Trump over his demolition of the East Wing and ballroom construction. They say the expediting construction project is in violation of the Administrative Procedure Act and illegally bypassed Congress. They are demanding construction be halted until the project undergoes full review and obtains congressional approval. No president is legally allowed to tear down portions of the White House without any review whatsoever. Not Trump, not a president, not President Joe Biden, not anyone else, the lawsuit says. Renderings of Trump's vanity project show a ballroom nearly twice the size of the White House. That is ridiculous. Why do you need a ballroom bigger than the actual White House? Taking our taxpayers' dollars, doing whatever he wants with it. So it costs the taxpayers, it's going to cost the taxpayers $300-something million. But he said he had donors that donated money to this. Donald Trump is, in my opinion, pocketing, taking, that's robbery, a lot of this money. Just like they stole the tanker, the oil tanker from Venezuela. Just thieves. One moment, please. So everybody is looking at our country as a joke. Donald Trump and his fake award, his fake medal from FIFA, a country with a joke leader.
It's absurd. But what it also is a warning of is the president of the United States is someone who is very vulnerable, susceptible to these kinds of childish, imbecile blandishments. And if you know that, and I know that, and the FIFA people know that, everybody knows it, that you can manipulate the president of the United States with appeals to his vanity and with little gewgaws that no Republican leader should want, lowercase r Republican. There have been a series of events that indicate that Donald Trump does not understand the role of president in the way that George Washington and Abraham Lincoln understood it. The National Park Service just announced that they will no longer have free entry to the parks on Martin Luther King Day and Juneteenth, federal holidays, but they will have free entry on June 14th, President Trump's birthday. The United States has never before marked in any way the birthday of a living president because democracies, republics, don't honor living leaders in their lifetime. But that's what we've done. And that's what FIFA understands about us, that just kind of a joke country with a kind of joke leader. And you can get things out of him by giving him the gewgaw. It's shameful, it's embarrassing, and it's not the worst scandal, but maybe it's part of the series of explanations that helps you to understand why the worst scandals keep happening and why nobody is stopping them. It's absurd.
Look at him.
What it also,
you don't put a gold medal on yourself. When I received my gold medal from President Joe Biden, it was put on me from part of the government, someone that works for part of the government. He put it on himself because he's a narc. That's the behavior of a narc. He didn't get a man time to reach for it and put it around his neck. He did it himself. Donald Trump is a joke. He has made America a joke. So disturbing government, Abbott's. Someone went to Abbott's wheelchair thugs press conference and they disturbed it by talking about ICE. So hold on, take a look at this, okay?
This is amazing.
Governor Abbott, you and ICE are kidnapping our neighbors. Governor Abbott, you and ICE are kidnapping our neighbors and terrorizing our communities. You are terrorizing our communities, Governor Abbott. You do not serve Texans. You serve billionaires. You do not serve Texans, Governor Abbott. You serve billionaires. You are terrorizing our communities. This is not the Texas that we deserve. This is not the Texas that we deserve.
Yeah, we need more of that. They need to hear it.
We need more of that. We need more of that. We got to do what we got to do to fight back. We need more of that. Great job, young lady. So, let me take a sip of water because I got a list for you again. Hold on. November 14th, these are the things that Trump's attacks on women reporters. These are the things that he has said to them. November 14th, quiet, piggy. November 18th, insubordinate. November 26th, he said ugly. Well, he's the piggy and he's the one ugly. Okay. November 27th, are you stupid? But he's the stupid one because Putin is playing him like a puppet. December 6th, he said to a reporter, stupid and nasty. But he is both of those things that he called that reporter woman. December 8th, obnoxious and terrible. Everything that Donald Trump says to women that's supposed to characterize them is who Donald Trump is. Everything. He's a pig. Yeah, he got features like a pig. His skin is ugly like a pig. He's an insubordinate. He is ugly. He is stupid. He is stupid and nasty. And he's obnoxious and horrible. Terrible. That is coming from Occupy Democrats. Trump is low down and dirty. So we're going to take a listen to Maxine Waters as she tell you the character of Donald Trump, because he is a low down dirty pig that's out there in that mud, just low down dirty, looking for another bubble to put his mouth on. Uh-oh, it's on mute. Hold on. Sorry.
This is an important press conference that is being held to let you know what we're all doing, resisting this low down, dirty, no good, filthy president of the United States of America. This is an important press conference that is being held to let you know what we're all doing, resisting this low down, dirty, no good, filthy president of the United States of America. This is an important press conference that is being held to let you know what we're all doing, resisting this low down, dirty, no good, filthy president of the United States of America.
He is a low down, dirty monkey with a wig on. He is a low down, dirty monkey with 34 felonies. He is a low down, dirty monkey with orange makeup on. He is a low down, dirty monkey that wears a Depends. He is a low down, dirty monkey that hung with Epstein. He is a low down, dirty monkey that had cases from a 13-year-old. He is a low down, dirty monkey that it has been alleged there was cases of him with a 10-year-old boy. He's a low down, dirty monkey that say they like to grab him by the PUSSY. He is a low down, dirty monkey that took advantage in RAPED, E. Jean Carroll, and he owes her $83 million. That's who Donald Trump is. And this racist piece of SHIT worked for Homeland Security, and he's doing Trump's dirty bit and continue being a racist when he gets pulled over and he has a problem with the black police officer. It doesn't matter if he's from Haiti. He is a legal citizen in this country. But this buffoon is drunk with his children in the car. Racist, just like Donald Trump.
Are you Haitian? My question is, are you Haitian? Or who's the man in the white shirt? That's the colonel. Colonel, don't me. I'm federal. Okay. I'm trying to get home. I got my boys with me. What do you work for? DHS. Do you have your ID with you? No, I don't. Okay. But if I called them, they verify that you're a 100%, bro. Okay. You don't have any type of credentials or anything to say you're DHS? Not on me, no. Okay. All right. I'm going to bring my weapon with me if I'm... Okay. But you don't have any weapons on you right now? No, I don't. Okay. So what I want to do, I want to talk away from the kids. So I'm going to ask you to step out of the car and we're going to walk back to the back of your car, okay? Are you serious right now? Yes, sir, I am.
He is drinking and driving with children in his vehicle.
Do you want to do the exercises or no? I'll do it. But you know what? What's homeboy doing down there? You know, guys, you make sick because of the cell phone. You want to get hit, but you can get hit. That's what I'm trying to put the exercise that way we can. Are you Haitian? That's what I'm trying to do. My question is, are you Haitian?
He the one that did the crime, but he want to question a black officer. This is what white people do to black people. While he has authoritarian over him.
Okay, but we talk to your supervisor. Not right now, sir. Yeah. If you're a cop, whatever. No, I'm not fucking law enforcement. Okay, dude. Then stop.
But you drinking and driving.
And stop. No, let's go. Stop. What about my kids? We're gonna take care of it. No, I'm not going in there. Let me talk to your supervisor. Again, you can talk to him in a second. Nope. Not going in there without my supervisor. Okay, let's go to the other side. Right.
Throw him in there how y'all do black people. Throw him in there.
Bro.
He broke the law.
Lane.
Throw him in the police car. Do him like you do black people.
Come on, put your feet in. Stand up. Stand up. Come on. Stand up. Put your feet in. No. Man, don't be a kid. Come on.
He has been drinking and driving.
Put your feet in. What? Put your feet in. Put your feet in. You don't want to make this worse already. Come on. Come on, man. Let's go. You gotta sit in the car. You're going to jail for DUI with doing this to me. Don't cooperate. You go to jail for resisting. You want to make it worse. Come on. Put your feet in, buddy. All right, your kids will be fine. You're going to pass. Listen to me. No, so not on the side of the left. We gotta sit down, Scott. You guys. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to do. It's inside that way we can. Are you Haitian? That's nothing to nervous, buddy.
Let me tell you something. It don't matter if he's Haitian, black, white, purple, green. White men do not like when a black man is going to arrest them. You were drinking and driving, Mr. DHS. You're ICE. You're a terrible man. And you're working for ICE harassing black and brown people. But when you do a crime, you don't want to be punished for your crime. But you're out there punishing black and brown people who are not committing crimes. And you are kidnapping them. That's what ICE does. Kidnap people. Trump threatens to cut federal funding for Indiana if they don't pass his voting maps. He wants to make sure that they can steal the election again. But Indiana is not passing his gerrymandering BS. Trump is a mob boss. His behavior is a joke, a fake mob boss who didn't get any attention from his mama.
Trump is threatening to cut federal funding from the state of Indiana and is promising retribution against Republican leaders in the state who choose not to go along with his plan to redraw Indiana's voting maps that would favor Republicans in the 2026 midterm elections. This is directly from a right-wing think tank called Heritage Action. They said, quote, President Trump has made it clear to Indiana leaders, if the Indiana Senate fails to pass the map, all federal funding will be stripped from the state, roads will not be paved, guard bases will close, major projects will stop. These are the stakes, and every no vote will be to blame. Hashtag pass the map. But folks, just a few minutes ago, the Indiana state legislation voted to reject Donald Trump, and they chose not to move forward with these new gerrymandered, rigged voting maps that would favor the MAGA movement. This is a huge rebuke of Donald Trump. I'm sure he's absolutely livid right now, and I'm about to cover that.
Donald Trump somewhere in the corner crying because you know he ain't nothing but a 2-year-old having a temper tantrum. He's a child. He never grew up. That's his mama and daddy's fault because they never told him right from wrong. And I bet that youngest boy is just like him. I bet you he's just like his daddy in so many ways. Carlos, the lover of his life. Donnie had bubble and many more in his mouth. America isn't making money from tourism anymore. Take a listen. And this is all Donald Trump's fault.
We have some major news right now. U.S. businesses are being throttled because tourism is tanking in the United States of America under the Trump administration. According to Fortune reporting, businesses across America are seeing a mass reduction in tourism and sales because of Trump's policies. And this is only expected to get worse. Experts warn that if this new rule that the Trump administration is considering to essentially require foreigners to submit a 5-year backlog of their entire social media data, along with the addresses of family and friends and other personal information, tourism will only continue to sink under this administration, would probably cripple many small businesses in the United States of America that rely on foreign tourists to survive here in the United States of America. Right now, U.S. businesses are already being throttled, some up to 27% in decline. Spread the word. Full updates on my Substack, linked in bio. Subscribe for free. Follow along, stay updated on all the news.
Subscribe to Aaron Pontus on YouTube, and he has a Instagram as well, so give him a follow on Instagram. He's very intuitive. He knows what he's talking about, and I truly enjoy him. So we're going to dab now into some Venezuela talk. When Donald Trump is talking about Venezuela, you best believe this fat slob is lying. Donald Trump is a compulsive liar. Trump shocks with response about Venezuela.
Was just asked about the reason we're attacking Venezuela, and his answer was shocking.
Now that we've seized this tanker, is the campaign against Venezuela still just about drugs, or is it now also about oil?
Well, it's about a lot of things, but one of the things it's about is the fact that they've allowed millions of people to come into our country.
So we're blowing up boats because they allowed immigrants to come through Mexico into America? Trump was just asked about the reason we're attacking Venezuela.
It's about the oil, baby. I'm telling y'all, they showed us what it was about. They went and stole a tanker. Yes. So let's take a listen to Queen Jasmine Crockett, because you know she's running for Senator of Texas. Yeah.
Saying, what can I do in this moment? How can I help? Because people are feeling anxious, right? Here it is. We've got vote by mail applications that can be requested right there on January 1. People will start getting their ballots in January so that they can vote. And then early voting starts in the middle of February. So it's go time right now. And if you are interested in joining the team, go to jasmineforus.com, sign up to be a volunteer, because I do believe in the power of the people and taking all of this harnessed energy and using it to make sure that people understand it's bigger than Texas. This is about our democracy. This is about this rogue Supreme Court, in which the Senate is the only body that actually has oversight over the Supreme Court.
Vote for Jasmine Crockett. Yes. She's a strong Black woman. I just love her. So Venezuela has the last reserve of oil, and Trump stole one of their tankers. Hold on.
Obvious, Venezuela has the world's largest reserves of oil. We're trying to steal them, pure and simple. It's not even complicated. This has nothing to do with narcotics trafficking at all. This is an insult to our intelligence to watch this smirking gangster discuss this way. He's the one, by the way, Lindsey Graham's the one who says, oh, we got to fight in Ukraine because they have $10 trillion of minerals. He's just a simple gangster who works in an organized crime mob called the U.S. government. And the smirk on his face, lady, you don't think we can murder the people we want to murder? Are you so naive? Do I have to sit for an interview on Face the Nation and explain to you we can murder whoever we want? And we can give any explanation that we want? We can say they're narcotics traffickers. By the way, when Obama put on these orders and when Trump followed up on these orders in 2015 and in 2019, it had nothing to do with narcotics trafficking. That's just the excuse of the day. They've been trying to bring down this government for more than 20 years. Well, it's obvious. Venezuela has the world's largest reserves of oil.
And that is the reason Donald Trump made up the lies about narcotics coming from Venezuela. Honey, they don't have to get narcotics from any brown people, because the white man move it more in this country than anybody. Then he passed it down to the black and brown people to move it through the streets. The white man. Crack epidemic. That was the white man doing, baby. Yeah, the white man, the one that lies the most. And steal everything. Even from a black culture, you steal that too. You steal our slogans, anything, you gonna steal it. Mediocre white men. So ICE is very dangerous. ICE officer seen on video pushing woman to the ground has now returned to duty. So Donald Trump and his administration telling ICE it's okay to abuse women and children, whoever else you want to harm. Just mainly black and brown people.
Somebody says, I'm an American citizen to ICE, and ICE does not stop and continues to assault them and physically berate them and then hold them for days and days on end without a due process hearing, that is a problem. And it is not stopping. We have brought these concerns to the secretary and to agencies like yourself in these hearings time and time again through multiple letters. We've all written letters that have gone unresponded because this cannot happen in our country. And the reality of it is, in any law enforcement situation and what we have happening out into the public is there are ICE agents and there are Border Patrol agents that are doing their great job. They're doing what they're supposed to do. But they're also bad actors. There are people who are exceeding their authority. The power's gone to their head. The intimidation is outrageous. And there's no effort to rein them in by the FBI.
Donald Trump has no effort to rein this in. He's getting off. See, because he can't get any pooty cat from anybody. He like Bussy too. But he can't get any pooty cat because he like to grab him by the PSSY. He's not trying to rein this in because he's getting off on it. And when the little ping white man, mediocre white man can't get it up no more, he gets off on other things. Sometimes someone wants somebody to get him in the rear end to peg him if it's a woman or a man. They don't care. But Donnie is getting off on hurting black and brown people. So he's sick ICE on him. I wouldn't be surprised. In my opinion, this man got videos watching what ICE do to people. And he's just sitting there getting off on it because he's a nasty, fat slob. More on the Epstein files. Hold on, from the oversight
Obviously,
committee.
just last night, we received about 95,000 photographs from the Epstein estate. I want to be clear. Our committee, oversight Democrats, have gone through maybe about 25,000 of them so far. So there's an enormous amount of photos that we have not gone through. It will take days and weeks to ensure that we got those photos and that a redaction is done in the appropriate way. Let me just also say that clearly we have put out, I think maybe 15 to 20 of those photos this morning. Democrats have. We will continue to put out more photos in the days and weeks ahead. But I just caution folks that the redaction process and ensuring that we are protecting the survivors and the women who were abused by Epstein are protected.
What else do you?
Obviously, just last night we received about 95.
Donnie, you're in a lot of those
photographs.
photos that released today, boy. You are so nasty. And anybody that laid up with you, they are nasty too. And if any black women laid up with you, you owe them reparations. Any woman, you owe them reparations because their mental health is bad. Could be bad physically, but their mental health got to be bad. Because to think I ever laid up with the likes of you, I would be sick in the brain too. More on the Epstein files for Summer Lee. Hold on.
Talk about the main event, the Epstein files. What don't we know? Just tell us, give us.
I don't know. I mean, where to start? Some of you all may not know that, I'm very proud that I was able to force a vote in my subcommittee to subpoena the files, right? So, first of all, the DOJ has actually been compelled to release them since August, right? But, I guess what else? Since we got that subpoena, we've actually got so many. So all those little drips, right? The death by 1,000 cuts that the Trump administration is choosing, I couldn't tell you why they're choosing that, but that's what they're doing. So we have, subpoenas for, the banks. We've talked to, these institutions. Man, this is deep. This is deep, man. We're talking like the most powerful people, institutions, like nations are involved in this. And it's so obvious. It's so obvious. And that's why they do not want to do a big drop. Like
So
a guy is not a
they could have like a Netflix release, but they're like, no, let's do like a weekly release, like
Weekly,
the
like
NBC.
dropping episodes, like
Yeah,
old
just one
fashioned.
episode at a time. Tune in next week. Rather,
Just release the files. I don't care about these different episodes. Everything needs to be released. Everything pertaining to Epstein needs to be released. I don't care what rich man it hurt. Democrat nor Republican. I don't care. Release everything. So Trump is stupidity, in my opinion. So let's listen to Senator Mark Kelly because Trump is stupid.
President does stupid shit. I'm going to speak out against him. He gives me a lot of opportunities. Like almost daily, he does something that is not in the best interest of our country. You said you're not going to shut up. Why is that so important to keep going? Yeah, 3 weeks ago, I said something he didn't like. I told members of the military to follow the law. His response was execute me, kill me, hang me, prosecute me. It's interesting. He can't even get the order right, but he's serious. He wants to shut us up, and he thinks the best way to shut me up is to threaten my life, that I should be now afraid that I'm going to be killed either by this administration or maybe by a supporter from political violence. But if I was to back off even a little bit, it just sends a message that you cannot speak out against this president. And that means everybody in our country, their First Amendment rights of free speech would be diminished. So I don't know what he's going to try to do, to me. Is he going to try to prosecute me under the UCMJ? I saw a tweet, but that doesn't matter. And when he does ridiculous things like that national defense strategy that he just published, which is all about business, you know what that means? It means his business and his friend's business, and not about the challenges that we really face out there with China and Russia and other security issues that our country is facing. I want to speak out about that too.
Oh, he ain't gonna speak out against Russia. He got Putin's balls in his mouth because he loves some bubbles, So Trump's administration is full of criminals. Take a listen from Keith Goldsby.
Kristi Noem is going to prison. Take a look at this first clip.
Secretary, how many United States military veterans have you deported?
Sir, we have not deported U.S. citizens or military veterans.
Okay, you got that right. They do not deport veterans, especially combat veterans, right? Take a look at this clip.
I can agree that as Americans, we owe everything to those who have served our country in uniform, particularly those who have served in combat. Do you agree with that?
Sir, I believe that people that are in this United States that are citizens have legal status here.
Madam Secretary, we are joined on Zoom by a gentleman named Sejun Park. He is a United States Army combat veteran who was shot twice while serving our country in Panama in 1989. Like many veterans, he struggled with PTSD and substance abuse after his service. He was arrested in the 1990s for some minor drug offenses, nothing serious. He never hurt anyone besides himself, and he's been clean and sober for 14 years. He is a combat veteran, a Purple Heart recipient. He has sacrificed more for this country than most people ever have. Earlier this year, you deported him to Korea, a country he hasn't lived in since he was 7 years old.
If you are a veteran, especially a veteran of war, this should make your blood boil. It should break your heart. This man was shot twice, got a Purple Heart, and was deported. On top of that, Kristi Noem was just caught in a lie, lying to Congress, which carries a 5-year penalty. Every veteran, especially those veterans who have witnessed war, should be calling for the firing and prosecution of Kristi Noem for lying to Congress.
Fire Kristi Noem. I know one representative says she needs to resign or she's going to be fired by Trump. She needs to be put in prison. That's where Kristi Noem belongs. One moment, please.
Just released new Epstein files. So what's Fox News talking about?
Let's switch gears a little bit because Vice President jdvance taking to social media to slam the viral meme 6'7". The Vice President says the number should be banned forever.
Must be a slow news day over there. The Epstein estate just sent over 95,000 pictures to the House Oversight Committee, and it's not looking good for Trump.
Obviously, just last night, we received about 95,000 photographs from the Epstein estate. I want to be clear. Our committee, Oversight Democrats, have gone through maybe about 25,000 of them so far. So there's an enormous amount of photos that we have not gone through. It will take days and weeks to ensure that we go through those photos. Clearly, we have put out, I think, maybe 15 to 20 of those photos this morning. Democrats.
The reason I'm showing you this video because Donald Trump controls Fox News. Fox News is supposed to be telling the viewers what is going on, but instead, they prefer to talk about some stupid 6'7" stupid news thing instead of the newest thing that came out today, which is the Epstein estate released more Epstein stuff, photos. And what is Fox talking about? Something called the stoop by 6 to 7. They refuse to speak against Donald Trump because they're pussies. One moment, please.
She invoked emergency authority to bypass competitive bidding. Second,
She concealed the true destination of the money by routing it through a shell company. Third, the firm that actually did the work has documented political and personal ties to the secretary and her senior leadership. Her directive requiring personal approval of all contracts over $100,000 concentrated power in the hands of the very people tied to the firm that secretly received the work. At the exact time this contract was executed, DHS was diverting investigators and resources away from child exploitation, away from child trafficking, away from illegal gun smuggling. Yet somehow, she found nearly $250 million to promote herself. First, she invoked
That is about
emergency
Kristi
authority
Noem. Newly
bypass
elected congressman from Virginia accuses DHS Secretary of corruption, Kristi Noem. She made sure she got money. She was using the money that she's supposed to use for the DHS and using it for herself for personal things. Pure corruption in Donald Trump's administration. Trump is selling America for his profit. Take a listen.
What the hell did I just read? Trump has officially launched $1 million gold cards and $5 million platinum cards that literally let rich foreigners skip the immigration line, while his administration is deporting pregnant women, teachers, and U.S. citizens. Let me break down how insane this is. Trump is now selling U.S. residency for $1 million and tax-free stays in America for $5 million. Yes, fast-track residency straight to the front of the line if you can write a seven-figure check. The $1 million Trump gold card, pay a $15,000 processing fee, pay $1 million, get U.S. residency in record time, path to citizenship after 5 years. The $5 million Trump Platinum card, live in the U.S. 270 days a year. No taxes on foreign income, no visa needed. Just pay the fee and you're in. Meanwhile, families are being torn apart, ICE is detaining citizens, immigrants being dumped in tents in storms and tsunami zones, DHS is blocking naturalized Americans from voting, pregnant women are in emergency rooms and terrified to take off trackers. But if you're a billionaire, write a check and you're suddenly the perfect person. Trump spent years screaming about merit-based immigration. Turns out the merit was money. This isn't immigration reform. This is selling America to the highest bidder. A $1 million paywall for citizenship, a $5 million VIP pass to skip taxes, a country where the rich can buy their way in and everyone else gets terrorized or deported. He's not fixing the system. He's monetizing it. America for sale. Brought to you by Trump. What the hell?
He is right. America for sale, brought to you by Trump. So these millions of dollars that he's going to be getting, he's pocketing it. America has been sold by Donald Trump. And MAGA doesn't have a problem with it because they low IQ just like Donald Trump. So Epstein estate releases new evidence. There's more about that from Don Lemon.
Some breaking news just moments ago that some of you may have heard about, and that is a new batch of Epstein information that has been released by the House Oversight Committee. House Democrats released more photos from Jeffrey Epstein's estate. Take a look at some of those newly released photos. Trump, Clinton, Bill Gates, Steve Bannon, and others. There's a photo of Donald Trump, a couple of photos there. Donald Trump with Jeffrey Epstein, and Donald Trump with some young ladies and people whose faces have been, you can call it redacted, they've been blacked out. It is time to end this White House cover-up and bring justice to the survivors of Jeffrey Epstein and his powerful friends. The committee's ranking member, Robert Garcia, said, these disturbing photos raise even more questions about Epstein and his relationships with some of the most powerful men in the world. We will not rest until the American people get the truth. The Department of Justice must release all files now in capital letters. We got some breaking news just moments ago that some of you may have heard about, and that is
I think Pam Bundy has just a couple more days before the deadline that the judge has given to release the completed, non-redacted Epstein files. I think we're going to stop right there, and I may go live tomorrow. So I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Thank you for coming to my live. And those of you that are in great support of me, thank you. And the person that sent me some gems, thank you. I apologize I didn't get to catch it in time, so don't hold it to my heart, hold it to my head. I want to thank each and every last one of you all. I want to thank my moderators, because without them, I wouldn't be able to do this. Thank each and every last one of you all. I love everybody that's in my chat. May God continue to enrich your lives and your loved one lives. You take care. There's more on Epstein tomorrow. Bye.